We asked Reddit users a question and selected the best answers for you. Comments are left by different people and may contradict each other. Girls and boys, what's the worst reason you had this with someone? 1. She was hitting on my friend and he wasn't down, so he said, "Save me." Reverse wingman, LOL. Comment: fallen on a grenade for your comrade. 2. They had the same name as me. I thought it would be cool to moan my name during S. It was. Added to save my time. My name is Kyle. Comment: okay, this is like the best reason to hook up with someone. That sounds hilarious. 3. Late to the game, but had a friend in college who shared a resemblance to me. We'd go to parties and introduce ourselves as brother and sister the whole night. Really play the part. Then we'd end each night making out furiously in front of everyone. Comment: oh geez, my now husband and I used to do these too. These days we woke that we're not related, and the other response, we have this same last name. 4. Hey, my slutty friend wants to F you. No words were exchanged. Comment: and people really say romance is dead. 5. She told me her therapist told her to have this with me, so I obligated. Who am I to argue with a professional? 6. Because she was there and she kind of followed me home. Me: I'm gonna bounce. Her: great, I love your place. Me: okay. 7. My first long-term GF cheated on me when she went off to college. We broke up. About 2 months later, she got hit by a transportation bus and lost her leg. We had seen each other a couple times after her recovery and hooked up. Years later, I met another girl with the same first name through a different ex. And she had lost her leg too. I was thinking, what are the odds of someone else being able to say they slept with 2 girls with the same name with both missing a leg? So I did the deed. Comment: girls who cheat and lose a leg in a horrific accident, take note. This guy gonna F you. 8. Because she surprised me by waiting naked in my room for me. I didn't have the heart to tell her that I didn't think she was all that. She wasn't ugly or repulsive, so what hurt her feelings? Added: for the people strenuously trying to misunderstand, I'm not saying that I would seek to hurt the feelings of someone that I thought was ugly. I'm saying, pretty obviously so, that it was no big deal to me to go ahead and save this girl the rejection, because it wasn't as if I was being asked to have S with somebody that I really wouldn't want to have S with. It would not be something I found unpleasant or traumatic to do. Comment: she pulled the naked man on you. It works. 2 out of 3 times, guaranteed. 9. Boobs. I used to have a recurrent pattern of bad decisions pivoting on nothing but boob. 10. She said she was a white supremacist. My mother is Jewish, so I effed her just so I could tell her after that she just got effed by a Jew. Added: although that could be considered the best reason to do it. 11. The worst reason I had this? I was horny. Comment: damn bro, really? 12. Because I'd spent the prior couple hours certain that her better-looking friend, roommate, was trying to get me into a threesome. Hot friend said I should leave the party and go back to their place. Hot friend was playing wingman for her friend. By this time, I was already deep enough in it that I thought maybe I'd still have a chance with hot friend. 13. Simple democracy. My boss told me to, and since they outvoted me 2-1, I really had no choice. Comment. You conceded and make a peaceful transition of power to your boss. 14. This dude was pissing me off all night, and now noticed he was trying way too hard to sleep with this one girl. So, when he was off getting a drink, I started talking to her. Didn't even like her, just wanted to piss the dude off. 15. Was offered a box of donuts in exchange for my intimacy. She only ended up getting me a half dozen. Still feel some way about it. Comment. A friend in college hooked up with a girl once, swore he'd never do it with her again. Next week, he was drunk and she texted him that she made mac and cheese. He couldn't say no to that. 16. I slept with a guy once, so it would be easier to sleep with his hot friend. 17. Almost dated in high school, had a falling out in college and didn't talk for years until we both attended a mutual friend's wedding. We were the only single people there and neither wanted to go home empty-handed, so we didn't. 18. I thought BJ girls were hot and then I continued to have this with her for a long miserable year because I'm an idiot. My best friend, I'm male, she's female, hadn't had this in a year and asked me. We stopped being friends in any capacity after that. Comment. Damn, was it that bad? Answer. Wasn't bad, was just super awkward afterwards. 20. It was the last girl I hooked up with before I met my fiancé. She wasn't too great looking, but I was drunk and horny and she grabbed my package in the bar, so why not? It's kind of a effed up story actually. So we get back to her place with her roommates, one of them being a guy who was hanging out with us that night. Her and I started going at it and this chick is loud. Everyone in the house could obviously hear us. A couple minutes later, the dude starts banging on the door, yelling at us, asking what the F is going on and telling us to shut the F up. She has a moment of realization and says, "Oh my god, what am I doing? He and I are dating." I felt so bad. I messaged the guy the next day and told him how sorry I was. I'm guessing things didn't work out between them. 21. I just wanted to see her naked. Other was a bonus. Comment. Sees her naked? Okay, you can dress now. 22. He asked very politely. Comment. Excuse me, but would you mind terribly if I place my ID in your bag? I'm so awfully sorry for any inconvenience. 23. He cheated on me with his roommate's girlfriend. So, obviously his roommate and I hooked up for some revenge. It was excellent and I regret nothing. 24. Because her name was Storm. I walked around drunkly that night telling all my buddies I had the X-Man D. 25. Because I was temporarily homeless and it meant I could have a shower and a comfortable bed for the night. ETA. I didn't tell the man I was homeless. I had some pride, lol, and I only did it a couple of times. Comment. We call this a hobosexual. A hobosexual is a person who has this with strangers to prevent homelessness. They are also called romantic hobos, love train riders, and hobosexuals. The word hobosexual comes from the word hobo, which means homeless person. 26. I had this with a girl to cover up my gayness to my friends. 27. I was emotionally compromised and wanted to use a person that I cared nothing about to make me feel better about a situation that I couldn't fix. 28. She cooked me a steak. Comment. That is a great reason to have this.